Hello. So I've been reflecting a bit of late about peace and how we all want more peace in our lives. It certainly comes out of a lot of conversations in the coaching space, and why wouldn't it? Because that's what we're all looking for, really. More freedom, more peace, a greater sense of ease in ourselves. It sounds good, doesn't it? And we talk about things like flow or being in the zone, whatever language feels appropriate for you. And it looks so much like that state comes from an activity, like it's the end result of the outcome of a certain activity. And that might be personal to you, like running or spending time in nature or music or writing, whatever that might be. And it's not to say that those aren't great things to do, because of course they are. But there's a bit of a misunderstanding here about where the peace is coming from, because it can look so much like it's dependent on that particular activity to achieve the peace, like there's an equation there going on. And yet we can look at it and it's completely the opposite, because we've taken so for granted this idea of an I, a me, a separate self, an identity that is searching for something that seems to be outside of me, and can be elusive, because the more it's searched for, the more elusive it gets, and it just propels that pursuit into a perpetual kind of loop, really. And yet in this conversation, this exploration, we start to see that this I, this imagined me, is nothing more than a collection of beliefs that I've been held on to tightly, this identity that I've carried through life and seems so rigid and so immovable. And yet it's made of thought, entirely made of thought. So in those moments of flow, of peace, of feeling at one, however we want to term it, what's actually happening is this imagined I, this sense of identity, is just dropping away. It's just evaporating into that moment. And we are becoming part of everything. And that sense of non-separation is kind of realised. We're not self-conscious, we're just being, doing, and it all feels aligned and it's a good feeling. And so we search for that feeling innocently and understandably in so many ways, some of them ill-informed but well-meant, in order to achieve it. And the irony is that that peace is innate, it's intrinsic to us all, and it's there to be revealed whenever the sense of I drops away. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.